Contrary to popular opinion that the longer you stay away from your craft, the more the tendencies of forgetting it. This is not the case of one Nollywood actor. After a long absence in the Nollywood scene, he actually came back to teach some people how to be the real Nollywood bad boy. I'm talking about Chidi Mokeme. He ate the role like noodles. He literally showed us that class is permanent. Guys, have you seen Shanty Town? Now, if you haven't seen that movie, I don't know what to say to you. But this is me sharing my 2 cents on what the movie is all about and what I think about the movie. So this video might actually prompt you to go see the movie or otherwise. Whichever way, welcome to my channel. Let's get straight into this video. Hot Diary, Hot Diary, Hot Diary. Shanty Town is a 6-episode series movie produced by a Nigerian, Chichi Nwora. And of course, we have cast like Iniedo, Chidi Mokeme, RMD, we have Inse Etim. We also have Liliana Fegbaye, even though she was sort of a minor character in the movie. And we have Mercy AK. And of course, will I forget Nancy Isime and the one and only Shola Sholwale, among others. Now, this movie tells the story of an undercover detective who is trying to uncover the mystery or uncover some of the things that are going on in a town called Shanty. And that town, of course, carries out activities like human trafficking, drugs, corruption from leaders, and using using some young able-bodied men or boys as their their weapons to carry out these activities. And of course, these girls who are used for sex trafficking are actually used as bait to fight some dirty games of these corrupt leaders, and also to use them for their malicious practices. So that's what this movie is all about. And we have a detective who went undercover to be like, or to be one of them, in order to get them where exactly she needed to get them. So that's what the movie is all about. And of course, there's a pinch of spirituality in that movie, and that's where Shola came in. So guys, what is this movie? I think for me, let's first start with the language. The language was a healthy exploration of Nigerian indigenous languages. I'm talking about the mix of both English, our indigenous languages like Yoruba, Igbo, and also the Efik. Come on, you need to see when you needed to see how Nse and Iniedo were actually speaking the language without any mixing of English or pidgin in it. They were strictly speaking the language whenever they needed to. And it was really, really captivating for me. I think that was some sort of an adventure, because Nigerian movie, we only know the 3 major languages. We know they do Hausa, they do Igbo, and they do Yoruba, and sometimes we do pidgin, because that's like another thing we chop like this. Another language we chop, and then English. But this one, they explored other Nigerian indigenous languages, and that was yes for me. I think that part really, really got me. Another part in that movie was the acting. I think the acting was top notch. Everybody brought in their A game. For Iniedo and Ise, it wasn't new for me, because these girls or these women have always been bringing their A game. And then there's someone that I really wasn't really expecting so much, Mercy came up with something, and of course that showed me that, oh, if I say this babe don't land herself more roles in Nollywood movies. Trust me, from what she delivered, she definitely have landed herself more roles in Nollywood industry. And of course, this is like her first debut movie. Yes, like real movie in Nollywood, because she has been doing skits with Brother Shaggy and a host of other comedians, but this is like the first movie she's going to be acting, or she's acting. So for that, acting was top notch, even though some part of it was really not necessary. I mean, the part where those children were actually playing, and then they yank off the wig of those girls, and we had to see her cornrow. I mean, what was so necessary about that part? But maybe that's just some of the gauge in the movie, and maybe that was just some part that some fillers, I think. So basically, that acting is top notch. even though some acting was really not necessary. The acting part that was unnecessary, that I don't like, was the fighting part at the end of the movie. Come on now, guys. Are you guys acting Indian movies for slow motion? You know, kicking that was not really. I don't know. The kicking were not matching. It was just all over the place. I mean, that fighting part at the end of the movie it was awful to watch. It was so awful to see, and I don't like that part. That part was like, what's this? The fighting scene could have been better. So nudity, like they actually introduced a part where Nancy Sime had to go nude. Like we had to see something, boobs, you know, the backside and all that. And I don't think that was Nancy Sime. That wasn't her. That was just so that, I mean, people were, there are so many reactions to that why would they do that? Why would they, but they said 18. I mean, if you're not up to 18, you're supposed to see that movie. And aside that, that was also trying to show you how realistic it is. And of course, it's not just child's play where they just see something and we don't get to see it. And of course, it shows the real acting there. It's not just child's play. So that part was part of it that shows that we're we're being realistic here. We're not joking with you. The cinematography, it was awesome. It was cool. The sound effect and God, it was mad. That point where that guy had to run over the boss of those the Scar and his men. That was where Shafi's men had to run over those the Scar guys and his boys. It was cool. I really love that. So overall, I'm going to give this movie a 6 because yeah, I'm going to give it 6/10. You guys tried. The acting was cool, amazing characters and cast. Chidi came with God. Like, this was another side of Nollywood bad guy. This was another side of Nollywood bad boy that I haven't seen before. He gave me content. He gave me content. He has been out for a long time, but coming back with this, that shows that he has not lost his track on the craft and is really cool. So overall, this movie is a 6 for me. You need to go see Shantytown and tell me what you think about the movie. I think all casts were cool, but some parts were not necessary for me. And another thing is like the storyline was sort of the storyline was just too, it was like the usual storyline we know. I mean, there was really nothing special about it. Yeah, the storyline was, there was nothing special about the storyline. We saw this thing in King of Boys. We saw it in Oloture. That's a sex trafficking movie. We saw it in there are lots of movies that are like this. So the storyline wasn't, there was nothing really special about the storyline. But overall, the movie actually, you know, portrayed the ill the corruption practices in our country, some of the things that are going on in this country that we need to sort out. So I'll just give it a 6. What do you think? If you've seen Shantytown, tell me what you think and what's your rating of Shantytown on a scale of 1 to 10. What would you rate Shantytown? So this is me telling you guys what I think about the movie. Until I come with you next time in my next video. For now.